Welcome back, you two. We're doing this slightly before everyone else joins, just as a way to ensure that get out of the way. I mean, especially considering it doesn't contain everybody in the party. So as it stands right now, it's just after 10. Everyone else would have left the inn. Pretty much. There's still plenty of people around in the inn drinking and stuff, and there's enough noise to cover your discussion without need for a major worry about eavesdropping. So, have at it.
All right.
Okay, so a few beers down, Guile bring up his idea, his grand plan, which is, as usual, no plan, but we're going to hit the oddities shop. Hit it hard.
The oddity shop.
Yeah.
Do they have gold in there? Do they have a vault or something?
They have.
I'm sure they have a lot of shiny things for you, and one particularly magic item for me.
That's what I want to hear.
Have you looked at your ring since you took it, Dom?
Absolutely not. It's just in his fanny pack.
Okay. Are you going to at all to?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Maybe later, but
That's fair.
So you have the jumping one, and the other one is the invisibility, is it?
the other one is slow fall.
Oh, slow fall. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's 10 o'clock. He's had a few drinks. He's up for it.
Okay.
Let's go case the joint.
He can't refuse it. Yeah, we need to stake out. Make sure he's gone
definitely.
first.
I think head over, finish the drinks and head over.
Okay. So finish your drinks quite easily, and so on your way to the square, you will see that the crucifixion's still going on.
Wow.
It's gone well into the night, and there's no sign of those people being taken down at any moment.
Is there still a crowd, or are they just there?
So the way it's set up is that there are a handful of clerics around to look out for them, and there are, to say, at least 20 to 30 people in the crowd, so on the floor in blankets and stuff. It's an almost vigil of what's going on. There is a increased guard presence in the square compared to before, and it's lit with torches around the edge of the square.
So the oddity shop is well lit.
Yes.
So it's behind the stage?
So that's
Town
bang.
Square. So it's O. So is it...
O there.
So if you imagine the SQ, where the SQ is the platforms where the people are being crucified, and they're they're facing towards the oddity shop.
Oh, okay,
so
I see.
Towards the rest of the square.
But does the stage...
Behind them is the bank.
But does the stage block their sight of the oddity shop at all? Because there's crucifixions often.
No, not at all.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So it's like an open stage. So
the stage is... If I can make it actual decent colour. So the stage is I'm in the wrong layer. Bear with me. No, that should be in the right layer. Can you see that red line I've made?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So the square is on that side of the square, facing that way.
That way. Okay.
So it's looking towards the oddity shop. So everyone is looking towards the stage, so their backs are towards the oddity shop, but there are guards and other people around.
Okay, so if we go to the oddity shop, I'm just going to go and try the door.
Mm-hmm. So there is a light on at the moment in the oddity shop.
Inside?
Oh,
Inside
right.
the oddity shop.
Oh dear, are there windows?
There are windows. So it's pretty murky, so you could peer in.
I'll peer through a window, yeah. Thoradin needs to keep watch.
So you peer in suspiciously, sneakily, and you can see that the same shopkeeper is there with a crossbow pointed towards the door.
Oh God!
Bloody hell.
So he's clocked us.
He knows that you stole his ring because that's what he was about to say when you left.
Yes. Okay.
Can I quickly do a search around the building, see if there's a back door?
No, it's up against the
Oh, the wall.
wall.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, the inner wall.
So that's the only way in and out.
You can assume so, yeah.
I mean, one
do we
idea.
burn down his shop?
I like her style, but we might be able to do something a little more subtle.
Or if we say he's pinching people and get the guards over to investigate.
No, we don't want the guards involved.
It's tricky because if we go in, he's just going to shoot us up.
Well, I do have something to incapacitate him.
Does he know you, Dan? I don't think he's seen you before, has he? Facilities guy.
But
That's
as soon
a
as he
good point,
sees,
actually.
yeah, I could go in by myself.
Just a, just a point.
Yeah, do you think he would have spotted me through the window when I peeked, or was I sneaky enough?
You're short enough to
Okay, yeah.
decide to peek a bit.
So my plan was to put him to sleep,
Okay.
and then just in and out and get what we need. But that only gives us a minute. And I was also thinking if the guards see us go in and come out, and then he comes out and complains that his stuff has been stolen, that implicates us.
It would. That's right.
So
We should have worn bandanas.
should have won this. All right, so disguises are clearly top of the to-do list.
Yeah, next time.
But I did see a homeless shelter nearby.
Is.
If we were to use them, you've got to spend money to make money. Use them to cause a distraction.
Yes, in the square. Get all the guards' attention.
Perhaps they could keep the guards' attention, and then it would just be word of mouth.
Wait, how are you planning on putting him to sleep?
Magics.
Oh, okay.
You know me and my magics.
So if I go in and then you sneak in to cast it, you're right.
Well, I was just going to get it on him through the window, to be honest.
Oh, okay, you can do that. Okay, that's sweet.
I think so. It's a 90-foot range. Would it work for a window, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
If you can see him, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would,
90 foot be easy.
I mean, that's my best plan. What's your idea?
Yeah. Where are the guards stationed? Just all around the stage?
They're dotted around.
Okay. Well, yeah, we need to get them on a central point. Get them distracted. For sure.
So, do you want to go? Yeah, the homeless shelter is just above the church, or north of the church.
Next to the church.
There.
Fuck, are they already outside?
Oh, I can see that, yeah.
They're mid-heist.
Okay, do you want me to go over there?
Go over there and see what you can do. If I see the guards get distracted, I'll strike.
Okay.
And
Okay,
Guile,
give me 5 minutes.
Guile flips a few gold over.
No,
How
that's
many?
fine. Actually, no, I'll take it if you're gonna give it.
So I spent 15 on the ring, didn't I? No, 5 in the end because I stole it from him and just gave him the 5 beforehand. So I'll give you 5, so I'm down to 50.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll gladly take that.
Okay, and I'll keep eyes on the shopkeeper.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay. So,
As your eyes on the shopkeeper, he is fighting to stay awake. Normally.
Oh, is he?
So like he's propped. You can assume he's been there for a while with the crossbow, and it's like God, like
Yeah.
seeing him sort of
I
awake.
can with I can do some really cheeky stuff with Mage Hand, so I might.
Yeah, I'll let you ponder while
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
while Dan goes to the homeless shelter. So when you go to the homeless shelter, it's very derelict. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long while.
is there anyone in there?
Not really.
Oh.
When you first enter the city and looking around, it's very clean, and it does look like that there's not any at all homeless, or even like thieves or beggars and stuff around.
Okay. I don't know what to do here. Are there any children about?
Not really. They're all in bed.
Shit. Is everyone centered around the stage? You said they're in blankets.
Yeah, like people are in like blankets, like because it's cold in the evening, and so they're just there like they protect themselves from the warmth. They're not like as insane as the people being crucified.
Shit. That's great distraction here then. Tempted just to set some fire.
You can certainly.
I mean, it worked for us at the tournament.
An explorer's kit. Do I have a tinderbox in that?
Uh,
Gonna have to
pretty sure that it might have something like that in there.
something.
Equipment.
Yes, 10 torches in a tinderbox.
Yep,
Um,
that'll work.
Sorry, here.
So Dan's decided to put something on fire.
Okay, right. I
Just
probably could've
resort
seen
to
that coming.
fire.
So I heard that the homeless shelter. So the homeless shelter was a dead end.
Mm-hmm. It's very
Yeah.
derelict. Hasn't been used in a long while.
Okay, right.
Okay. I'm tempted to throw a torch into the crowd of people. Hopefully set a few blankets on fire.
Okay.
I don't know what to do here. It's just getting more and more extreme.
Are you just setting fire to the homeless shelter then?
I don't know. No one's going to care if it's on. I need the guards to care enough to go over.
I'm sure they'll care if
Well,
it's on fire.
a fire is dangerous in a city.
I think follow your heart.
Can I
Make sure you're implicated.
can I go around H and C to go back to O? Like, can I go behind it? Those buildings.
It'd be tight squeeze for someone as rotund as.
Really? Oh shit.
I mean,
We're a
you could
podgy
cer-
pair.
You can certainly try. I mean, it will take a dexterity save or roll to try and see if you can get through.
Yeah, I might not risk that.
Should have brought
Okay,
someone a bit slinkier.
I'm gonna go back to Guile. Tell him
Yep.
that I want to throw a couple of torches around, set a few things on fire. We haven't got any homeless people to create distractions.
Oh,
What do
that
you
makes
think?
things so much more difficult.
Yeah. We could set a guard on fire. I'll definitely get them going.
I mean, yeah. Don't get caught.
I mean, it's quite hard because it's quite an open area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could throw a torch over from behind the wall, from the other side. You know. Or do you have any spells? You don't have any spells, do you?
No.
You're no wizard. Well, this guy's basically fallen asleep anyway.
Where's okay? Who's the nearest guard to us? From this Odyssey shop.
In the square, just pacing,
Okay.
like patrolling the square.
So the crucifixion. How do
Uh-huh.
people lose? Do they have to submit, or do they pass out, or what?
There's a ways. Either they like wimp out effectively, or they just like pass out and die.
Interesting. I could sleep those guys instead to distract everyone by them all simultaneously losing at the same time, but then I wouldn't be able to break into the Odyssey shop. That would be on you.
No, we need that sleep for the guy.
Oh, I can use it twice. It's worth a try, right?
Wait, just sleeping one of the guys on the crucifixes.
I think so. It works by hit points.
Yeah.
Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Would that work on all three of the guys, do you think? Are they within 20 feet of each other?
Yeah, plenty of that. They're definitely within range.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, they're gonna be super low.
I'm going to subtly cast sleep on those guys. Which one's the d8? 3, 5, 7, 9, 16.
So 2 do go to sleep.
Which means there's a winner. Alright, what happens?
So from it's weird. because it's like there's almost like since it's a magical sleep, they don't like start snoring or anything. It's just like completely slump down.
Mhm.
So the clerics there's like a little bit of murmur in the crowd going, wait, someone's won, but there's murmuring in the clerics because they're
Cheering and ruckus at the very least.
There's enough
More
for them not to
confusing.
care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
guess it's
that's-
now or never, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's 30
It's big
people
enough.
so in the crowd, so there's not going to be very loud.
Okay. You stay out here and keep watch, and I'm going to cast sleep on the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's another 5d8.
Mm-hmm.
16.
He falls asleep, and as he falls asleep,
Oh.
he knocks the catch for the crossbow, and
Okay.
it fires, and it just slams into like the
Thuds into the
door
door.
frame.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to subtly bust through the door.
Yeah, the door's not locked, so.
Mm-hmm.
How do you subtly bust through a door?
I wasn't gonna ask.
I'll start.
Yeah, no.
So the door's not locked, so you can just open the door.
Sorry, my curiosity was piqued then of just how that even works.
Okay, so I've only got a minute. So
Hmm.
I know
That's
the
much.
other ring is either on him or under the desk, so I'll look on him or
Yeah.
under the desk.
Okay. So can you please roll investigation?
Wonderful. That's a natural one.
So-
Halfling, lucky, it's not. That is a natural 20.
Wow. So,
You really
that's
are
too
lucky.
extreme. That's a hell of a turnaround. So you don't find the ring on him. You
Mhm.
do find his key or a set of keys. And his shelf is locked.
This is the desk.
Yeah. So where the glass pane was. So that's currently locked, but he's got his keys. And yeah, and you can see that the ring you're after, you can guess it's that ring because it's the only green one in there. Like green
I think-
tinted one in.
Can I swipe that and take the keys with me and get out?
Yeah, I'll say with a nat 20, you'll at least be able to swipe the keys. So, is that the only thing you're going to get, that one ring, or are you going to try and get anything else? Because there's
I don't know if I want to push my luck. Can you tell me what I can see first?
So there's 3 other rings outside of the one that you want, the ring of Featherfall. There's a pair of gloves and there's something else. Wait, there's something else I want to have in there.
Just attempt
There's
to.
there's a few other rings, and there is an amulet in there as well.
Damn.
It would be a bit of a stretch to. Okay, I'm going to shout for Thoradin to come in.
Yeah, I could just knock him unconscious.
Yeah,
Well, he's already asleep, so
I'm going to shout
Brute
for Thoradin.
force.
Shout for Thoradin to come in, and we're going to try and take
Okay.
all this stuff and run.
Okay.
you gonna try and find his money or anything, or are you
I-
just gonna,
I'm going
I'm-
for the money. I'm going.
you gonna try and find?
You-
it?
I'm
go
under
with
enough stress already, so I'll take this stuff and just make a break for it. You're on your own.
Okay, so you've got 4 rings and an amulet.
Can I stuff it all in the fanny pack?
Yeah, that's fine. So already you're gonna go for his money. You're gonna try and find his safe.
Is there anything on the desk or behind the desk or in this thing he's opened?
No,
Any sign of gold?
not a money. No, you have to look further into the shop.
Nah, this is too risky. Has he got anything on him that I can nick?
No, it's just got.
Oh,
his-
I'll take the crossbow.
You take the crossbow.
Okay.
Oh well,
or
you
not.
can take the crossbow, and he has about 10 bolts or 9, not including the one that's in the door.
Yeah, sweet. I'll take that.
Okay, so I'd like to, if assuming we've got out of the shop successfully,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make a as subtle as possible break for the inn at the west of town, the west side. So not the inn that we
The west
were
one.
originally staying in.
Okay. So that one the west one is the salty something. What it hit? It is the salty lizard.
Salty lizard. Awesome.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
You can make a break for the salty lizard.
Yeah, I think so. What's the state of the place when we get out of the oddity shop?
It turns out that it looked like the people are just falling asleep on the crucifixes.
Okay.
So they've just like snapped them awake, and now they're back to dying on the crucifixes.
Okay. I think we'd like to not push our luck and just.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to get that in as quickly as possible.
I think we should split up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a different end.
There's only
You're
2. Oh, there are 3
There's
ends.
four,
Yeah.
there's 4 ends.
4 ends.
Oh my.
I think you know which inn I want to go to.
You want to go
Mild
to the
celebration. Which one is it?
So
I
you
can't
want to go
remember.
to the Perky Maid.
Yeah, I'll go to that one.
Okay, so the Perky Maid is the Eastgate one.
Yeah.
So the top of the map.
Sweet.
So
Back
you
to that
split.
one.
Fine,
Mhm.
you better manage all that. So congrats, you succeeded in your little heist.
That feels too easy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure none of us know about it.
We need bandanas next time.
Yes. Yes.
Just for a bit of
These
disguise.
disguises.
Like Red Dead.
Yeah.
So
Putting a bandana over your nose does not make you unrecognisable.
Oh, balaclavas.
Yeah.
So you get to. So we'll do Dan first. Well, you get to the Perky Maid. And
isn't it?
what are you doing there?
Get in a room with a pretty lady. I don't know. What's the setup there?
So a room on its own will cost you a gold.
Uh-huh.
A room with company will cost you 5 gold. Or 2 gold if you're not picky.
No, I mean, Guile did give me 5 gold, and I didn't spend it. So I'll use that
Good
on
point.
it. I'll thank
Yep.
you in the morning.
So, yep, so, you
Yeah.
have so you use the 5 gold. So that's a room with good company.
Do I get to choose? Or is this...
Well, it's this
This
the
one's
good
got all their
company.
teeth.
Sweet. Yeah, we
Depends
don't,
what
have,
you
we
want.
don't have to RP it. Fine.
But yeah, so you get the preferred woman you want.
Sweet. Just happy.
So you get to the salty lizard, Dom, and
I would quite like to investigate the stables first.
okay,
Could I sneak into the stables and sleep in there instead?
sure. You basically look like one of the stable boys.
Good.
So they just let you in as one of their own. Basically.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep in a pile of hay somewhere.
Okay. Are you gonna check your findings or?
Yes, he is. He's gonna get under like a big in a hay bale. Effectively, he's gonna pull his cloak up and go through his shinies underneath there.
Okay, so the ring of jumping
Mm-hmm.
that you originally stole,
Yep.
is ever so slightly cracked.
Oh no! All right, that.
Um,
So it's got limited uses, presumably.
you
Yeah.
can assume so. Yes.
Featherfall.
The same is for that, but it's more damaged.
Okay.
It's
More cracked.
More cracked.
And the other rings?
So one of them is the ring of teleportation
Mm-hmm.
that you tried to sell on you, and then the other one is what you can assume is something else, because it's
Ring-
complete. It's,
ring of
it's
something else.
It's
Yeah.
purple. It's purple, so
That's
it's
fine.
different. It's a different color.
Did I get the gloves or just the amulet as
It
well?
was just an amulet that was there.
Okay, that's fine.
Um,
What's the
so-
amulet like?
So it's got a little storm cloud on it, on the front,
Mhm.
and it's, so yeah, so that's what it looks like at the moment. Do you want to put it on, or are you just going to leave it in your pouch?
He's gonna put the Stormcloud amulet on, yeah.
So what it does in the top of the loudest you can probably imagine is, it's not raining. It's not. It's not raining. I swear. Look outside. It's not raining. I'm telling you. It's not raining. No.
He takes it off.
Stop talking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can note that down as the amulet of weather detection.
Yeah, I put weather detection on there. I was gonna have to move to a different stables, I guess.
You just have lots of like, shut up, talk from the stable voice, but they leave you be. So you're able to sleep there for the rest of the night. Most of you will wake up at between 4 and 6 a.m. to get breakfast in your broken scabbard. Dan, after it's about an hour or so after everyone else, after all your shenanigans, so you'd be getting up around 7. But you don't know what anyone else is doing. You don't know when you're meeting at the stables. So yeah, so it's morning time.
Mhm.
I'm probably going to head over to the inn that they were staying at, everyone else.
Yeah, were we meeting at the stables by that inn at dawn? Was that the plan?
Did we set a plan?
I think we were going to just meet at breakfast, weren't we? Or like in the bar sort of area.
Yeah, probably.
Although Turi was going to go straight to Thoradin and Guile's room, but I'm assuming now she's going to find no one there and
Yeah,
just sort yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll after that will just sort of wander downstairs and get a watered down drink by the bar and wait.
Your room does come with breakfast. There.
Oh well, then she'll sit down to breakfast.
They're kind enough to do that. It's
And-
basically
wait.
oat is the equivalent of it.
It's fine, it's good enough.
Hearty and filling.
Hearty and filling. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll just eat my breakfast then, and when I've eaten the breakfast, sort of wait in the main lobby, I guess, for everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody awake. Oh,
Okay.
Hass is here as well. Okay, cool.
Yep. So
Okay, so it's morning time. You're all pretty much at breakfast. Dom and Guile haven't come down, and I assume Turi would have said that they're not in their rooms. Harry is there, eating his oats as well.
Thought he was Charlie.
Charlie, that's the one. I think I said Harry was someone else.
sorry. So we've all woken up and gone downstairs for breakfast.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
And
Okay.
Guile and Thoradin aren't in their rooms or at breakfast.
We'll be heading over at some point in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the first question Krusk will ask will be, where are our two companions?
I do not know. They were not in their rooms.
Oh, I hope nothing has befallen them.
Knowing Guile, it is probably something very stupid.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
he
think the
wouldn't
better
recognize
question is, have they befallen somebody?
I had a very good talk with Guile the other day. I'm sure he wouldn't do anything too dangerous.
Dangerous? No. Stupid?
Somehow,
Probably.
I
somehow,
agree with Nadia.
somehow, Krusk, I don't believe your sense of judgment in people.
I had a very long talk with Guile about responsibility. I don't think he'll let us down.
I guess we shall see.
Alright, I'm gonna eat a
Well, he's
big
already
breakfast.
been late.
Yeah, I'm not sure. we'll see when he returns from wherever he is. Perhaps he's gone to get us some food for the road. Alright, Krusk is gonna order like a big breakfast. We've got a long day ahead of us, so he wants to eat up.
Cool. So yeah, so you're over to have your breakfast. Guile and Thoradin will turn up, and because they didn't actually sleep there, they won't get breakfast at that inn.
But they bought a room though.
I was going to say, they
I
paid
guess
for
we had-
the room.
Breakfast.
Yeah, they didn't stay there. The proprietor's not going to let them.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Did
They
they?
not have like left the breakfast.
Well, if we're all here, we might as well get going.
Wait, did they just walk in to the
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
I might
So-
be bit of a grin on my face.
Okay, bit of a grin. Anything else like out of place that like would come in?
I guess he might be tripping over a bit. He's a bit
I
hungover.
You didn't hear how the heist went, so that's good because I won't know what happened. So I'll just say, oh God, Thoradin, where were you?
Drinking.
Yeah, we had a long night
We were out
drinking.
drinking.
I woke up in some weird room. Yeah.
Krusk's going to shake his head and say, well, at least you're back in time. I'm glad to see you're both being responsible.
I just want to say this now. Turi doesn't believe them.
No, we're hungover. You don't get it.
It's hard when you've had that much to drink.
Do they look as hungover as I would expect them to be from an all-night drinker?
Well,
Look tired.
Guile slept in a stable, so.
Yeah, we
He
probably
probably
look.
does look fairly
yeah.
relaxed.
Actually,
Probably
yeah,
got bits of hay
that's
or
a fair
something.
point. Your hair and everything. Yeah, you probably do look a bit rough.
Thoradin looks certainly well rested.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost track of him pretty early.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'll believe him.
So, one thing that Thoradin and Guile would have noticed going across the city was that there are a small smattering of Tier Town guards in Ilmater Town.
That weren't there yesterday, or?
They weren't there yesterday. You could assume they arrived in the morning.
Yeah,
They're after us, Guile.
They're mainly in like the northeastern part of the city because that's where they would have come in first.
I think.
That sounds bad.
Yeah,
It might
we
be
know
what-
this
yeah,
is
we'll
strange.
I think we should let the party know, but maybe keep on the DL because Krusk might react.
Yeah, Krusk might go, hail, fellow
Yeah,
tears.
yeah, or try to rush them to solve the corruption. So I don't know what the best way to do this would be. So we
Maybe just suggest we leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
just leave it.
let's
Yeah.
not say they came. Let's just
Yeah.
say, oh, we should leave. Yeah.
I do think it's time to go.
It's-
Wait, is there actually corruption going on that you saw?
I mean, it could be. I don't think we'll reveal the information until necessary.
Until we're long gone.
A wise move. Very wise.
Right then.
Okay. So on the way to the stable, some of the talk of the city would be that someone stole Holg's winnings
Hulk!
from the tournament. So there was talk when you came in yesterday. There was talk that Holg won the tournament. Now you hear further talk that someone stole Holg's winnings. Is what you hear as murmurings from the people.
Krusk
So-
is-
Definitely a sign to leave.
I wonder if the local guard would appreciate our assistance in this matter.
Krusk.
No.
Turi's gonna pull her
Don't say
head
anything.
real low and carry on walking to the stables.
Yeah, I think we should make haste.
That's true. We do have a greater purpose here. Okay, let's be honest.
So your mate is also with you, going towards the stables, and the stable boys bring out his Shire horse, and it's quite a large cart that the horse is able to pull. So that comes as well, and you see that half of it's got a canopy on it, and half of it doesn't.
Okay.
Is he transporting anything other than us, like goods or similar?
Well, in the cart there is supplies for his horse, of course,
Obviously.
Oh god.
and there's other random bags of grain and other bits and pieces. So there's nothing major in there. You could probably assume you're his major cargo for this trip.
Yeah,
I was just
still
wondering
don't-
if he
I still
was
don't trust this guy.
doing any other trading or whatever.
Never know. Could be bolted onto the bottom of the cart or something. You never know.
I want to be known out of character. I don't trust this guy still.
Yeah.
That's fine.
When Turi sees the cart, she's just gonna get straight onto the back and get as deep into the cart as possible.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight under that canopy.
I'm gonna wait for Thoradin to get on, and then I'm gonna go in after him and sit next to him.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
It's gotta go through the
Thoradin
questionnaire.
has been singled out.
You'll catch him at a good time. He's in a good mood.
Okay, that's good.
What was your god? Who's your family?
In a
What was your
virtuous mood.
So I can't remember if Charlie got the money from you or not yet. If you paid it,
I haven't paid anyone anything, so I don't
I
know.
don't
Nadia paying?
think so.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just looking at the amount of.
Looking at my gold, I don't think I've paid any
I can't remember
whole
if that
golds
was.
out.
I only
Okay.
bought like a drink or something. Oh no,
So-
that was it. Yeah. Mhm.
So that's fine. So he'll ask for 1 gold from each of you first, and then he'll request the other gold once you get there.
I chuck him. Oh yeah, I pass
Two
him.
gold
I
each.
hand him a gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 gold each.
God damn it.
Wait, 2 gold each or 1 gold each?
Oh,
One at the beginning
So
and
it's-
one when we get
no.
there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hand over 1 gold.
Yeah.
1 gold, don't fold.
Turi's gonna nudge Krusk and go, you know, I paid for room.
So you did, and I'll take out another gold and give it to him.
We can do this back and forth. Next time I pay.
Fair enough.
So you'll get in the car and you all get to go on your merry way towards
Yep.
Malar Farm.
Cool.
Nice.
So
So who's
There's
got
no
the?
stops on the way, is there? Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was gonna say who's got the sword now?
Nadia's got it.
Nadia's still got it.
Did you? When did you get it? The day prior.
She
It
got
was just
It was last
before
night,
the
wasn't it?
evening, so well she can
Yeah.
set it like on the cart. I don't think we need to worry about anyone carrying it on the cart. We said.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Nadia had it like just before we went to bed, so
Oh,
she's
okay,
had it
fine.
all night.
Fine. I forgot that's when we do our.
She
hand
slept with it under the
over.
mattress.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep,
And
so
so
that
technically she
nobody
hasn't really
can
touched it at all.
No. Proximity is bad enough. We don't want to risk it.
But then we're all in close proximity. with it.
We're just gonna if we put it in the middle of the cart on the floor or whatever and set our bags on it, and then whoever's got to wield it next when we get off the cart can take it from there.
Yeah, sounds good. It'll probably be Thoradin's turn, I guess, if he wants.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Oh dear.
So
I'll take
who's under the canopy in the cart? You could
I
probably
am.
say majority of you are, but at least 1 or 2 wouldn't be.
Right,
I would
sitting next
definitely be
to
under the
Thoradin,
canopy.
so-
I'm not okay with sunlight.
Yeah, I'd probably be under it. Probably opposite because I think it was me and Turi that went on first. So
Yep.
I'm probably opposite. Facing her.
So
So-
it's probably me and Krusk on the
You
end.
can crest on the back. So
That suits me.
Yeah.
you notice this because it's starting to rain.
That's
So-
okay. Cross
I
me.
thought
Yeah,
as soon as you asked that
Get on the
question,
ring! Get on the ring!
Shield is an
Put on the
umbrella.
ring. The
That's,
amulet, yeah.
Use a shield as the umbrella.
Does Thoradin look like he's like not happy about the rain?
I don't
Didn't
care.
Thoradin get on first and Krusk get on after him? So if anyone in those two is getting wet, it's going to be Krusk.
Yeah, I'll be gay. But Krusk isn't your worst. He doesn't mind a bit of rain.
Yeah, I might use you as a shield.
That's right. As you see me as a shield, and if anyone else has any RP to do, I'm gonna strike up a little conversation.
Oh no.
If Nadia's sat out, like, not on the canopy, like, she's got a hood up and is sat there with all of her, like, her hand and her head folded in so that she's mostly dry.
Okay.
So feel free
So-
to do your
So I'm gonna say, oh, Thoradin, you seem like quite a carefree fellow. I'd like to get to know you a bit better, if that's agreeable.
I just
sure.
I just go to Turi. Oh, here he goes again.
At least we are not on the receiving end.
Yes.
What do you want to know, Krusk?
Well, I mean, you know, what brought you to Tidham in the first place? I know that you were part of the Thieves Guild, was that right? Krusk is going to kind of like... Actually, no, I mean, he can't judge
mean-
me harshly, because, yeah, they helped him, so...
You're missing one big detail there. I was part of the goddamn tournament. I was there to win. I was there for the gold and the glory.
I see. So is that what you're mainly about, you know, like in life? Is that what you're mainly after, would you say?
I mean, this is a deep question, but
It's really that deep.
I just want to get, you know,
all I've been doing is smashing in skulls, collecting gold, and enjoying life.
Thoradin, I think you
That's
do
what I
yourself a
like.
disservice. The gods would not have chosen you if there wasn't for you.
I mean, you could say luck is on my side, but
There is more to you, Thoradin. I can sense it. you do yourself a great disservice. Tell me what. I'm curious.
service.
Oh, sorry. What god spoke to you? If you don't mind my asking. Was it of a personal nature, or
So you can recall from the tournament when Guile was trying to get like Thoradin in his good graces with Krusk, that Thoradin said Timora he supported. So you can go in with that knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would know that. So so I'll say.
I can't always assume that Timora came to him, but
The goddess of good fortune. So I'll say Timora aptly picked you. It seems. Tell me what did she have to
Well,
say?
I don't know if she picked me.
I mean, she met.
Oh,
she
I do.
She spoke to you. So.
you do. But you can claim that to him.
Nah. I'll say yeah. She came to me.
So what message or mission did she have?
Who's tapping?
What was that?
What's your
Oh, sorry, it might be me. Hang on. Is that better?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, I can't mute myself very easily.
There's a button in Skype that.
Yeah, I'm used to having push to talk.
Ah, I see.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Like what mission or like what message did she have for you?
I think I need to turn the question to you. You've been asking me a lot of questions, Krusk.
Just gonna spread his arms wide and say, my friend, I'm an open book. You need but ask.
Okay.
I already said.
So Tia came to you. What was the message?
So Tia's message to me was to seek out the corruption in the land and rid the land of it, and that is something I intend on doing.
I guess in some ways our messages were linked. In other ways they weren't.
Oh, really? Could you elaborate any more on that?
No.
Thoradin's gonna yawn and say, "I didn't get much sleep last night, pal." I'm about to go for a little nap.
It's expert.
We can pick this conversation up later.
Just gonna like pat Thoradin like on the shoulder and say, "Of course." Tell me just one last thing before I leave you to your nap. Is there a Mrs. Thoradin?
Wow. Okay.
No, I don't like to have responsibilities in life.
I see.
I just go with the flow, man. Yeah.
Well, now you're part of something greater, Thoradin. Whether I don't know how you feel about that. Krusk is gonna kind of like lean in as he says that.
Got golden glory, my friend. Golden glory.
He's gonna kind of like lean back. I see. Well, I enjoyed our chat, my friend.
Me too.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough milking the pie for now.
Yeah.
I'll carry on after.
Sorry. Turi, while that conversation was going on, would have whispered to Talari something. So, Talari, you said something when after we all had the vision, something about the brand being something to do with the balance of life and death. What did you mean?
Well, just the what's the symbol look like again?
Scales.
It's like
with
a
a skull and a light on the other side.
Yeah. Well, just looking at it, scales usually mean balance, skull usually means death, and the sun is light, or in other words, life. Just working it out from the picture, really.
It had nothing to do with what whoever spoke to you said?
No.
Interesting. That is all.
Least you're better to talk to than Krusk.
I like short conversation when I get the information and then I'm done.
Excellent. Okay.
Like after Krusk and Thoradin have stopped talking, like half a minute after, Nadia will say to Krusk,
Wait, you're talking to Krusk, did you say?
"Yeah."
Okay. Yeah.
She's gonna like put her head up, like look at him, under like the dripping head and be like, why do you follow Tyr?
There's
Oh shit, we lost our GM.
Yeah, hopefully.
We have.
Okay, I'll
Maybe we
wait.
should wait for him to get back.
Yeah.
Worst person to lose connection.
Also, you've got like Thoradin sort of opposite Nadia as well. That's probably going to be a bit.
Is Thoradin like asleep or like what's he doing at the
He's
moment?
taking a nap.
I know.
Probably like.
Yeah.
Is he actually napping?
Nadia's opposite
Okay.
Guile, isn't? That's right.
Yeah. It's got like Tyr and Talari right at the end, and then
Yeah.
Thoradin and Guile, and then Nadia and Krusk.
Okay.
While Matt's reconnecting, I'm just gonna see if I can find my write-up. I know my backstory, but I'm just gonna see if I can find the write-up just in case.
Sorry.
Being consistent on the details is always a...
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it's
can't
always
find that, but
Preferable. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you'll stop twice on your way to Malar Farm.
I was talking to
Oh,
Pat,
Oh yeah,
actually.
to Krusk, yeah.
Okay.
I think you might have missed it because I don't know when you cut out.
So Nadia basically asked Krusk, like, why do you follow Tyr?
Why do you follow Tyr?
Yeah, I can't find my write-up, but I know my backstory pretty much. So
Good.
so Krusk is gonna kind of be like, that is it's quite a tale. I don't know if I don't know if you'd be interested in hearing it, to be honest.
Maybe give me the short version. You seem like you're always talking about how amazing he is.
You see, I'm not saying this to seek sympathy. You understand? It's just just what happened to you. But I had quite a tough upbringing, you could say. And I was ripped from my village when I was very young. I don't remember my parents or anything like that. And to summarize, I was taken in by some priests of Tyr, and they're the ones who raised me, as if I was one of their own. They're the ones who taught me everything I know. They're the ones who gave me everything that I have, and that is, I saw that and I realized that was because they followed in the tenets of Tyr, and so I too decided to dedicate myself to Tyr. Because if Tyr is what led these men to do such great things with their life, then I want to emulate that, if even a little.
Are you sort of watching him fairly, like, she's watching him with interest, as David says, and sort of like nodding. Makes sense, I suppose.
He'll kind of unconsciously like touch the symbol of Tyr on his chest while he's talking as well. Sorry, not on his chest, on his shield.
You also have a
Flying
necklace, if you wish.
Sorry.
You'd also have a necklace if you so wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll say that. I have like a.
So that'll be your holy symbol.
Oh, my holy symbol. Yeah, so I have that. So yeah, I'll touch that. Yeah, not the shield. That'll be easier. So yeah, I'll be kind of like fiddling with the necklace as I say it.
And so you set out into the world to do great things?
Well, I mean, greatness is something that we should all be striving for. But do I do my best to follow Tyr? Will I do my best to fulfill the holy mission that he has given me? Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Was this
Nod.
Sorry. Just out of curiosity, that conversation, is that hushed whispers or are we all hearing this?
I mean, Krusk wouldn't keep his voice down. He would just say it. Like,
It's a noble
Yeah, no,
cause.
Nadia wasn't particularly talking quietly.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to. Okay, cool. Just checking.
So at the second stop, when Charlie is like letting his horse feed for a little bit and rest, he grabs the group and he says,
There we go.
give me your money.
Yeah.
And he freezes in place
Yep.
with a silly expression on. Matt
Oh, wow.
a ridiculous point.
No, he's back. He's back.
Who's back?
Oh no, wait.
No.
No, he's frozen. No.
Oh,
Oh, God damn it.
That'd be so
I'm
funny.
back. I've
Oh,
just.
Oh, you're back.
turned
You're
on
just
camera.
no video.
Oh.
That's fine.
Sorry,
Fine.
you froze
Yeah.
with the most silly expression on your face. You were halfway through talking.
Yeah. So Charlie grabs the grip around, and just a fair bit of warning. The people of Malar Farm, they're different to you and I, and some guys. They're very loyal to each other, and they're very territorial. And so if you try and threaten them or judge them, they're not going to like that.
Instantly look at Krusk.
Krusk is gonna raise his hand.
Krusk is risky business.
Because you probably may have heard, some of them are lycanthropes, you see. So werewolves, were-rats, the pretty crazy kind. For the most part, they're nice people. Trust me, I've dealt with them a few times, and us neutrals, we go there time to time and generally have a good affair with each other. So treat them with respect, because I don't want word of my people dying, okay?
Krusk is gonna raise his hand and cough.
I'm just going to turn to Krusk and go, remember, you have reins.
If they are peaceful people, then we should not have no problem.
I am just curious if they're all happy with their current situation.
I'm sure they will be.
Maybe
Oh,
that
sorry.
curiosity would be something to indulge when we're not doing something important.
Just beware of some of their customs.
Oh no.
Customs.
You'll hopefully this won't happen when we get there, but you never know.
I would like to know more about these customs.
Yeah, what kind of customs?
It's worth not saying now, just in case. I'm just trying to say.
Well, no, this sounds like the kind of thing that you want warning of. Because saying something might happen and then refusing to tell us what it is.
So sometimes, if people break the rules because they're a fool, they go on little hunts because they're and so it's usually by the people who are hunted by people who are wronged, who they are wrong. So it's fair in that sense. So if you ever see anything strange happening in that way, don't interfere because they won't like that, and I don't want you guys to die.
So
Understand?
criminals are hunted.
Yes.
Okay. Cross is going to be like, kind of cross his arms.
Oh dear.
Suppose it's a form of justice, isn't it?
As he's pondering at the moment.
Just so you're aware, I warned you. Okay.
You did.
Okay.
Is anyone near to Krusk? I'm going to kind of like elbow them and say, it must be serious because he's not rhyming.
Oh,
Yes, very serious. So he straps his horse back up and off you guys go. Good timing that he told you that, really, because so you're approaching Malar Farm in, say, the late afternoon, very early evening. So the sun's not started to go down yet, but it will do in the next few hours. And you go past an empty field, and as like some people around the hill, you see 3 people sprinting naked across the field in the opposite direction of the city.
That's probably some of the weird shit he was talking about.
so, but
I think this is their justice.
but this is based on they're criminals, right? Or they've wronged.
Yes.
But he
So-
They're
said not,
bad people.
but he said not to interfere.
Krusk is going to
Yes.
watch intently to see
Right.
what happens.
So putting them to sleep is probably a bad idea. So I won't do anything.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
touch it.
No, touch it.
Sleep would probably not be a good idea for
No,
this.
I won't do anything. It's a good thing he told
so-
us.
So as you get further close to the city, you see 5 horse riders. So this is about half an hour later, you get really quite a lot close to the city. You see about 5 horse riders and 1 werewolf running after these 3 people. Okay, so that's what you see. So you get to the city, and as you're pulling up into the stables, you see.
Question for you,
Hello?
Matt.
Yes.
Sorry. What does a werewolf look like in D&D?
Pretty much the same as in Harry
Witcher.
Potter, like as Lupin in Harry Potter, or
I
in The
imagine-
Witcher.
Oh, what? So like a monstrous sort of part
So
humanoid.
yeah,
Yeah,
humanoid
a
wolf,
very
basically.
tall, lanky humanoid with like a wolf's head.
Okay, so it's
Very
like when
tiny,
they transform, they don't actually look like the animal that they're.
No.
No, there is a few options if in the lycanthrope that you can turn into the wolf itself or the werewolf form. There's a few
Right.
options, but
Is my camera on? Can you see my camera?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
your camera.
Try and show you the.
Well, that's a werewolf. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure sort of what you were going with because sort of it varies, but yeah, so it's fairly obvious that the werewolf is a werewolf.
it's pretty much what you've ever imagined or seen. As a
Yeah,
werewolf.
never seen one before. Fair enough.
So as you're pulling up into the stables, you see tier town guards there, but they're being shouted at by.
Whoa, hang on. Sorry,
Oh,
there's...
no.
Sorry, I missed that.
The
There's
worst.
tiered town guards at the stable,
So
and they're being shouted at by the
but
crowd.
they're not at the stable. So this is as you're going into the stable. These are by the city gates. So you've been allowed in, but these tier town guards have been blocked off at the gate, and they're being shouted at and berated at, being "fuck you" and "go away," yeah, bloody
Oh, God.
C words and
Ah.
very we hate you kind of thing, and the tier town guards are trying to be hey, we're just looking for some people, just let us come into the city we want to look for, we're just looking for some things, and they're no, fuck you, get out of here, we don't want any of you folk here at all.
How far away are they?
Who sees this first?
So you'll all see it in the car.
We
Fast,
may.
don't move.
It's a pretty large crowd, not like in these tier town guards.
We
How
may
far
need.
away are they? The gods?
So they're in the city gate, and you're already past them.
Okay, I'm gonna jump
I'm gonna
out.
go to Krusk.
No.
That looks like some justice there, Krusk.
I'm gonna say, we need to find out what's going on. You know, there's an angry mob. at the gate.
Has he already jumped out?
I mean, he swing down.
Okay,
Um,
right. So he
Nadia's
puts a
gonna
mask up, hood down, and goes after him.
I was going to say, Nadia's going to reach out and hold on to him and be like, Krusk, I'm pretty certain I know what they're after. Come back. It's fine.
What could they be? No, I must find out.
Krusk, will you give me a chance to explain quietly before you go off on one? Because I personally want to actually get where I'm going.
Crust is going to look extremely
You
torn.
have a duty.
Our duty is to protect our fellow man.
If you get yourself injured in this that has nothing to do with you, how are you going to do what your god has asked you to?
This could be what my god has asked me to do. Look, I'm sorry, you guys go ahead. I need to find out what's happening. I'm gonna.
This is where Charlie says, "Do not get out of that cart." I'm saying now. I told you not to interfere with any of this shit. Rick.
Why
Yeah,
don't
he's
they-
being,
Right.
he's being
Sleeping.
solidly hung on to.
What if they get violent with
He's being
those-
put to sleep.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
a minute
thanks for
should
that.
get us past it
Yeah,
all,
it'll get us
so...
past. Fair enough. Yeah.
But
Oh
probably,
yeah, thanks for that. I'm gonna have him fall asleep on top of me. He's pretty heavy bloke.
It seems to be
I
happening every
will
time.
help you drag him off, don't worry.
5 minutes. Right. I gotta add all this up. 10, 15, 18, 19, 21?
that's not enough.
No.
Not enough.
So,
Oh, no.
do I know that he's trying to cast it on me, Matt?
I think so.
Okay, so
Yeah, regardless, he's being hung on to with some intent to prevent him from getting out of the cart any
Alright.
faster.
I'm gonna ask one last thing and then I'm jumping. So I'm gonna look straight at Charlie and say, do you know anything about this? And
How am I supposed to know anything about this?
what are the chances they get violent with these tier guards?
I mean, getting one of them is the least of your worries, mate. I mean,
Crust.
come on, let us pull into the stable, and I'll ask around for you. How about that?
Might be too late by then. They might have already attacked them.
Krusk, if they do not want trouble, they can always leave.
Matt, can I listen more closely to like what's going on? Like how, like what's the crowd like doing right now?
So the crowd are just very aggressive towards the tier town guards. You can something has probably happened before this, because you would assume that guards coming from another city would have horses, and they don't.
What time of day is it?
So this is like early evening, late afternoon. So it's like 4 or 5 p.m. ish. And so something must have happened for them to be at this state. Now, because they're tier town guards and good guard, like from a good city in an evil place, you can assume that their rules and stuff wouldn't necessarily mix. So you can assume it's probably more the tier town guard's fault, even though it's against your good nature.
All right, I'm just gonna say to Charlie, stop the cart.
He's not stopping the cart for you.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out the cart.
Haiss.
Yeah.
Haiss, you can't jump out the cart. Nadia's hanging on
Alright,
to you
I'll-
very firmly.
I'll roll strength.
That's
to jump out the
a
cart.
contest.
That's gonna be a
Yeah, that's a
contest.
contest of strength.
Alright.
Athletics, I would have thought. 'cause
As a
Like a
reaction, the minute Krusk jumps out the cart, I'm jumping out after him.
God damn it, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I just
You're the one that
So
put the-
Nadia, so
Yeah.
I'm
roll-
going to chase him off as well.
roll strength and roll
athletics.
It's either acrobatics or athletics.
I was gonna say, roll with my strength
well,
modifier.
they've already kind of connected, so like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. That's right.
She's already actively
Yeah.
hanging on to him
That's fine.
when
So
he
it's just
tries to leave.
It's for
It'd be
Krusk to
grappling.
break. It's for Krusk to break it. So
roll
Okay.
just strength.
It's either,
yeah, so you can roll either athletics or acrobatics, but Nadia has to roll athletics.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Athletics.
happy with
Oh,
that.
it's
Get
all the
plus
same.
5 in that.
should be interesting because they're both going to be pretty strong.
Okay, I got it.
We exactly match.
Oh, pizza,
So-
pizza, right? So.
Roll it.
No.
In this case, it's roll again.
No.
Or
Meets it beats it only works when it's an NPC.
I just realised I also have sleep, by the way. But anyway.
Oh no.
We've all got it.
So you say modifiers again.
16.
I got 23 this time.
Oh, okay, thank
Nice.
God.
So
So
Nadia
I'm
is,
18 and I get a plus 5 to my.
Nice.
so it's almost
Strength
like
goals.
so it's almost like a barbarian rage, like that almost like burst of extra strength to yank. So you almost yank Krusk further into the car, blocking his way. So it's even harder. So it's practically impossible for him to get out without trying to attack you almost.
Imagine
Yeah,
they just pulled
she's
him
gonna,
like
like-
right to the front of the cart.
He's going to basically just pull him over sideways
Yep.
Nice.
as he tries to get up and practically sit on him and say, Krusk, have you considered that they might be looking for us
Krusk is just
and
like,
that they might be following the orders of the people that you do not want to find you?
They're almost certainly corrupt. We can't trust anyone who bears the name of Tyr.
Wow.
okay, that's going to give Krusk like pause for a moment. Is to say, but they might not be corrupt and they might be in trouble.
It's not worth it. You're on a home quest. No one else can be trusted with it.
This could be the corruption I was meant to seek.
If it's the corruption you were meant to seek, it looks like they're going to get dealt with by the angry mob, right?
Yeah. So as you finally stop at the stables, you see the 3 tier town guards just sprinting away up the road.
What are
If
the
they
cards?
really served Tyr, they would have stood their ground, and you know that.
That's true. That's true. Alright, Krusk is going to kind of like relax.
Fucking hell.
Nadia is going to like stayed holding him down for like a little while more and said, I swear to any god, if you get us into trouble because you cannot work out what is worth a fight and what is not, I will injure you myself.
Justice must be swift and non-hesitant.
Wow.
Your justice is dumb.
So
Yeah, go on. Mm-hmm.
so the crowd's dispersing. In that crowd, you can see a mixture of different were races. So you've got were rat. You can imagine in there as like a.
They're in their form.
So not in their forms, but they.
Oh, okay.
So the longer a person's been in that curse, I'll put it in quotes because obviously the outlook of it really depends. But obviously the longer you've been in the curse, the more personified or more accented the characteristics of that werebeast you become. So you can imagine a were-rat has like a very whiskersy type like features on his like wispy like
moustache.
They look a bit
Moustache.
rackish even when
Yeah.
they're human.
Looks
Ears are a bit
suspicious.
roundish.
Yeah,
They got a bit of a tail.
Hang on, let's see if I can get this out.
Teeth are a bit bigger.
a little bit, yeah. So
Yeah, I googled them. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sammy.
That's transformed, yeah.
yeah, and then you see a few like wolfish type people that are very shaggy in their look. There's a couple like werebear looking type people, so they're very like big, large.
Is it?
Very
What am I being
brutish.
aware
Is it
Werebears
all
are basically Kuma from Tekken.
there?
It's some
Is it all mammals?
the were animals.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah,
It's a solid question.
Were turtles or?
Oh my
I
god.
don't think so.
Like a
No,
frog.
there's were tigers. Closest you'll get to any other thing is were raven. I'm not sure if they're going to be in
they
this.
can fly, yeah.
Well, they're in Curses Red the way we.
Mm.
If a creature is hang on, let me get my sentence in order.
Mm-hmm.
Are all the were whatever's human when they're not transformed, or are they like some of them
Yes.
halflings or elves or similar?
Pretty much anybody can be infected with it. So
I was just wondering, like in this
so
town, if it's all like
they're half-orcs, halflings, dwarfs, humans.
all sorts
Elves.
of races, but most of them appear to be were folk of one kind or another.
And
I
do you
think-
know how
yeah,
it's spread?
I
I
would
would imagine
say
their build would be different
smattering.
depending on what their original like thing is. So, like a werewolf that was a halfling is obviously way shorter than a human. And an
Well,
elf
yeah,
would be,
obviously,
like,
that's why
skinnier
I'm
and stuff, yeah.
asking.
Yeah. It's there's very smattering. There's not as many were people as you think. Out of a crowd of about 100, you probably see about 10 or 15.
That's interesting.
Okay.
You said we like stopped, right?
They stopped at the stables, and like as the crowd's dispersing, you just hear people pissed off going, "Those fucking tier people trying to tell us how to live," trying to like talk, trying to step in our ways in our town.
And immediately goes on Krusk's shoulder.
Yeah, guys, I don't think we should stay here long. These guys are fucking ugly.
So the
I suggest that Krusk keeps his shield in the cart.
Oh,
So-
yeah, it's got a big emblem on it.
Crosses his arms and says, "The shield stays with me."
I don't think you get a vote.
Is it dark yet?
not yet. So it's still dawn hasn't happened. Dusk hasn't happened yet.
The tourist
Okay.
still skulking in the back of the cart.
Pretty much. She doesn't want to get out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
God.
thinking of giving my Krusk so it hides his shield, but she wouldn't do that yet. She's not willing.
Has anyone got minor illusion just to
I
without
do,
his consent?
but it's a bit of a stretch to say it's like always going to be on there. I'd have to stick with him.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably end up sticking with him anyway because obviously rains,
Mm.
and I've got minor illusion, so I'll probably have to minor illusion his emblem different.
Yeah, we can stick with him. Is it common knowledge how lycanthropy spreads? How it's constructed?
So, normally, lycanthropy occurs from like a scratch or a bite from someone, or
Mhm.
it's like you're born from your lineage determines you have it.
So
Oh,
that's
Oh, well, so
normal.
if a lycanthrope has a child, the child may also be a lycanthrope.
Exactly. Yes.
Fair enough.
Charlie offered before on the cart to say he'll find out like more about what was going on, right?
You did.
So I'm going to turn to him and say, Charlie, you said before that you could dig around a bit. Could you perhaps do that for me? Find out what was going on.
Don't know, Krusk. I'm going to try and make you busk soon.
Wait. I'm going to say, Charlie, I'll consider it a great personal favour if you could find out.
I'll see what I can do.
Personally, I think.
Charlie, are you willing to take us further on? Tomorrow, obviously, not today.
I'll have to get some supplies for my horse, of course.
Of course.
I'm sure it's something I can do for you.
Thank you.
The same charge as before.
Oh, nice.
Sounds good.
Fine.
Is it fair?
It's a fair charge.
Sorry. Fine.
So we've basically got the evening here, pretty much.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
You've got to spend the night.
Okay, first things first.
morning.
Krusk is gonna.
Just payment first.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'll give him.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna put. Turi's gonna put her hand up to Krusk's hand and put 2 gold. Put the 2 gold in his hand.
Oh, well, thank you. But
I agree.
I've got the gold to pay. It's okay if you would rather.
I know, but we made it fair.
Fair enough. I'll hand over her 2 gold, and I'm gonna grab the sword out the cart and I'm gonna look at both Turi and Thoradin, and I'm gonna say to them, one of you must now carry this burden.
I'll snatch it without hesitation.
Talari or Thoradin.
Well,
Talari, do you not want to maybe wield it? No, not wield it. Carry it.
No.
Right. Thoradin, then okay, you have to carry it.
I'm gonna lean
Yeah,
to
I'll go.
Thoradin. Say, Thoradin, I know you indulged yourself a bit last night in the last town, but if you're carrying the sword, I don't want you sneaking off and drinking.
Don't worry, it'll be attached to me like my second arm.
Like your first arm, Thoradin.
How many arms
Like
has
my
he got?
third leg.
So Turi's just gonna shake her head at that
Oh
one.
God. Awful.
Krusk just
Oh, cool. I thought you liked that one, Terry.
And she's literally just gonna sigh and just roll her eyes.
So
Who picked
as
these
you're
people?
all like sorting out at the cart, before this next thing happens, do you want to do or say anything else before you all disperse?
Do I have any contacts here?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if we're going to stay here a while, I want to know, like, the current state of things. Like, if it's safe to be here for a night.
Yeah, it's safe most places.
Are there
Yeah.
any like guard type looking people in like uniform or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
you don't see any guards whatsoever. It's mainly ruled by the people.
Who let us in at the gate? Was it just like people? Or was
It was
it
just people. It was just people parting from the horse coming through.
Okay.
So
I think it's less that we were officially let in and more that nobody got in our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Who
fine.
would?
So, because of the hunt that happened before, the high priest is also near that west gate.
Ooh, okay.
And he saw the cart come in, and so he heads over onto the stables and says, "Greetings, travellers. Welcome to our fair city of Malar Farm."
Krusk is going to incline his head and say greetings. How do you like address a high priest? Is father the right term?
Your Excellency, Your Highness. No, not Highness. Yeah.
Holiness?
Great.
Excellency.
Holiness, yeah.
Yeah.
Holiness.
I'll say holiness. Yes, I'll say greetings, holiness.
I apologise for what you must have seen coming into the city. We don't like it when other people from other cities tell us our ways,
What?
and
Sorry.
our people get very aggressive with that. I'm sorry you have to see that. Must have been quite distressing for you who aren't necessarily used to our ways.
Well, it's
What,
quite interesting.
What was the grievance about, holiness? What were the? I noticed they were tier guards.
Mm-hmm.
What were they trying to impose upon you?
So, they were trying to get into the city to search for some criminals, they said, but I mean, they have no jurisdiction here, so we weren't. They're not really allowed to do that. I know that other cities might cooperate, but there's no way we're going to let a tier town guard poke around in our business.
Does it not worry you that you may be harbouring criminals in your city?
One man's criminal's another man's friend.
What may I ask? Was their crime that they were accused of?
Well, they were looking for some female half elf that had broken out of their jail. I think that they were saying before we ran them out, and there was this Half-Orc, kind of like you, that they said was a heretic of Tyr. Could you believe?
Krusk is gonna grit and start grinding his teeth.
Hand goes
Doesn't
on
sound very-
Krusk's shoulder.
I should say, I am no heretic of Tyr.
So you're them.
Yes.
No. He was just that was an unrelated statement.
No. He's
Unrelated statement. Krusk, could I have a word? And he grabs, takes Krusk by the arm.
Krusk is gonna kind of just kneel down. Okay, yeah. He says, "Please excuse us, Holiness," and I'll go off with.
We're gonna head off a little way down the street.
I'm just gonna say to your Holiness, sorry, he's a little bit excitable and very confused. We carry him along to try and doesn't get into trouble.
Well, I was going to say,
You got that right.
nothing I would love more than to fuck around some tier town fuckers.
Priest.
Out of interest, what is the priest? Like, is it a lycanthrope as well, or is it?
You can tell he has werewolf
Sorry,
tendencies.
Pretty racist.
Done your bad turn, have they?
Hmm?
Right, Nadia says in a fairly amused tone, done your bad turn, have they?
Well, I don't necessarily like people of good, so any way I can get the upper hand of them, then the better.
Fair enough.
It's interesting to be looked for.
So I'm willing to help you guys. Throw them off your scent with a wink.
Nadia does her best innocent expression. It's probably not particularly good. I mean, it's hard to pull an innocent face when you've got a massive scar running across your face.
So
I'll just go then. We appreciate the help.
Certainly.
Speak up a little bit, Sunny. Talari's way too quiet.
She is very quiet. Sorry.
Very quietly spoken
It's
person.
hard to do like a soft voice.
A
without
whispery
being really
voice.
quiet.
Yeah.
Um,
I have exactly the same problem in my Thursday game. My character is incredibly quietly spoken, and everyone's always telling me to speak up.
I basically just said. What was it? We'd be grateful for any kind of help or something.
So you've accepted his help, and so we'll do Guile and Krusk's side talk.
Okay,
I'll
so
be right
yeah, you pulled me off after I said yes to the priest.
So we head down a small alleyway, and Guile says to Krusk, I understand your short temper might lead us into some trouble around here.
I'm not ashamed of who I am, Carl.
No, nor should you be. I just like to make precautions for in case things go south. Guile pulls out a purple ring.
Oh, no.
I actually don't know what this is out of character as well. So,
You don't know what it is.
So Cross
Don't-
kind of cocks his head.
This should make you immune to the curse that's befallen the people of this town. Just in case you end up getting into a scuffle with one of them or something, if you or even being in their vicinity, just keep it on the whole time and.
What do we actually do?
Cross is just like reach out with sort of two fingers and say, "This where did you get such an artifact?"
Wizard gave it to me.
Sorry,
A wizard gave it to me.
a wizard.
A wizard.
I can't accept this, girl. This is a valuable item.
Which is why I have to give it to you. Your holy quest. Like if any of us need to get out of here, it's you. You have a purpose.
Oh dear.
Guile, we were all chosen. None of us are more important than the other. Well, I will accept it.
Oh, you are accepted.
It's got to be seen to be a little bit, show some
Oh
restraint.
yeah, of course. Put it on and keep it on, but keep it hidden for the people of this town might see the magic for what it really is and try to push you away.
If I'm in danger of being cursed, I'll put the ring on.
You're always in danger when you're in this town. Right, yeah.
Can I just roll like Arcana while I'm like looking at the ring?
That might have been an idea.
So it's a magic ring.
As in, I can't tell like anything else about it.
Well, it's not identified, so
Okay. Fine. Yeah, I'll put it on. I have no reason to not trust Guile. Well, I do, but I trust him.
Excellent.
Do I have to do anything? Oh, sorry, I'll ask Guile. Do I do anything? Activate the ring? Or...
Can I describe the process of attunement?
yeah. Well, you could say you need to attune yourself to it, and Guile and Krusk should be aware.
It may require attunement, so perhaps maybe do that before you end up getting into any scuffles.
I see. Okay. Do I have to like focus and not do anything else to attune?
Yeah,
So,
I think you have to be short
yeah.
resting effectively, right?
I'll do it later. Then. But yeah, I'll put it on.
You during any kind of rest, you spend an hour of that rest focusing on the item in question, and that's how you become attuned to it.
Okay, fine. I'll put it on my finger for now. I'll attune. Does it fit? Out of interest, on my
The
finger?
only finger that would be your pinky finger.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll put it on. I'll attune later, and I'll kind of, again, I'll crouch down on one knee, and I'll kind of clasp Guile on the shoulder. And I'll say, "Thank you, Guile. Thank you."
So during that, the high priest, as you guys come back, you'll say, "I need something of yours to kind of throw the other guards off the scent, so that they can identify this thing. I know I've got half-orcs in my town that'll be willing to help, and maybe a half elf or two, but I need something to help sell the illusion that we're going to try and make."
What kind of thing? One of my possessions?
Well, a big identifier is the shield of Tur that you have.
The shield stays with me.
God.
It is of great value to me.
Could
Now,
we make a copy?
I mean, the issue is people can identify that you're a half-orc with this said shield. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen many half-orcs that follow Tur in my life.
Oh boy.
Thank you
Wait,
for your.
can you see the shield though? Or I thought
I've
you
got it
were
like
an
on my
illusion.
back. Oh.
I thought you were making an illusion so you couldn't see it.
No one
Displays
actually
it
did it.
proudly.
They just
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about it.
We never did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we never did it. We spoke about it though.
So
I don't think you can do that with minor illusion anyway. 'Cause can you make it move?
you can't in the
So
game.
the way that not normally, the way that we would do it is that you'd need to maintain concentration.
Yeah,
it.
got it. Yeah.
So it's a custom thing. But
Could we make a copy of his shield, or some shield similar, bearing the symbol of Tyr?
Could we paint over the symbol of Tyr?
We will not
That's
be
true,
painting over the
we can
symbol.
Or drape a cloth over it?
we could cover up your shield and send someone else out with one. If that would work. Just we need to borrow your shield for a time just to make a.
Krusk. Now, before you go off the handle,
Maybe Krusk should just stay in the inn.
if we get a cloak to cover your shield, then they can copy your shield, we can go on your merry way, and you can keep the shield.
I mean, none of my people will try and interrupt your what you need in this city, as long as you don't interrupt them.
All we need in this city is a night's rest.
It's okay, Your Holiness. I appreciate the offer, but we'll make our own way.
I recommend the guard cabin if you want to stay anywhere.
Thank you.
Mention my name to mention that the high priest sent you, and he'll give you a good rate.
Thank you.
What time is it?
So it's still around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Thoradin, shall we go to the inn? I would like to stay in some shadow now. I'm very tired.
You go to me. Yeah, sure. Sure, babe.
Do not call me babe.
I do want to talk to Guile, like, privately as we head there.
It's fine. Does anyone else
I'm not saying that. I know.
Does everyone else want to do anything before you head to?
I'd love to
said
check out the
town?
Odyssey shop.
I would
actually
like to
still wanna
walk
go
with
to the
Krusk.
shop.
Oh,
Okay.
god damn it.
But I mean, we don't have to like go together. We can like.
Yeah, you know what? You guys go to the Odyssey shop. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, I'll say, Guile, I'm curious in the Odyssey shop. I'd like to see what.
There's always something fun at the Odyssey shop.
I'm
Charlie-
probably going to go to the inn.
Charlie says, "I'll meet you by the stables tomorrow morning."
Which one? Which one?
The stables.
The
The
West
stables you're at.
West
So,
Stables.
which
The
is,
stables his cart is in.
Yeah. No, you never know. You could have transferred to a different one. Yeah,
This is the romping filly.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Turi's going to go to the church.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna go there later.
So we got one church, 2 oddity shop, 1 inn.
Three oddity shop.
Fuck's sake.
So 3. Nadia, what do you fancy?
I'm trying to work out what Nadia
Odyssey
would
shop.
want to do. Probably,
Thoradin has the blade.
yeah, Thoradin's got the thing, but Krusk is going with Thoradin, and therefore,
So you can either go with Talari or Turi if you feel like.
probably don't. I don't think she's particularly interested in going to the church, so she'd probably go with Talari to the inn.
That's fair. So we'll do the oddity shop first. So you guys, 3 of you go in, and this feels more like an oddity shop that a thieves' cult would operate under.
Oh.
Nice.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we know for sure? or
Yeah,
it's
do we
just a
do we
feeling?
recognise the owner or anything?
Well,
Yeah.
how could
Any
you ever
sign?
recognise the owner?
Well, no, is there a sign? Because it's like a thieves' cult. Normally, there's a sign.
We
Why
might have known him
A
before.
sign saying thieves' cult here.
But no, it's a hidden. It's like a
I
hidden
think he
language.
means that there's like a hidden sign,
to do
or
the
you know,
secret
you've
handshake.
got
It's
a
the-
green
like-
box in the left-hand corner
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well,
kind
there's
of
I do
thing.
the
There's-
secret handshake.
There's like
Oh,
thieves'
yes.
cant, isn't
Yeah,
there?
okay,
So
that's
you
it,
could always
that's
go
it.
with
Gar,
this.
Gar, complete. You complete the secret handshake with your left hand, and the guy's like nods and like he lifts up like the thing to go downstairs with the 3 of you. For the 3 of you, like to
What am I
go to
going
the
with?
cellar.
What's usually in Thief Guild cellars? I think I was in one before, but I can't remember.
Supplies.
Okay,
It-
yeah.
It's the headquarters.
I just want to buy stuff, to be honest. I don't really want to go to the thieves.
So you want
underground.
to? So you're gonna let those number 2 go down while you speak to the owner.
Is it just like the thieving underground? Because yeah, Krusk won't go down there. He'll just.
Well, you don't have to. You can speak to the owner.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'll stay
Yeah,
upstairs.
or the shopkeeper. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you 2 go under. We'll deal with the shopkeeper first. So you guys, you're not going now?
No. That's my friends will feel much more at home down there. I just wanted to know what you were selling, to be honest.
I'll level with you because you're with the cult. It's mainly tat hair.
Oh,
I mean, there's some magical items, sure, but most of it's pretty useless. I mean, come over here.
I'll
So you follow him over to quite a rather nice looking piece of armor. And so what he does was he punches it and says, look, looks solid, right?
Krusk
And then
will-
he pulls out a dagger, and then he tries to swipe at it, and the dagger goes straight through, like
Oh,
it's
that's
like
good.
nothing.
That's good shenanigans.
Shit, what?
Yeah, that is awesome.
Krusk can be like incredible and like put his hand like on the armor. Does my hand like go through or anything? Or
No.
interesting. What is this?
So the guy I bought off, well, the body I got it from, shall we say, had a sword stuck in him. So I like to call it the anti-sword armor. You know.
And are you selling this to people?
Well, it's still here, so I mean, No one's bought it yet.
Want to sell it to someone?
Sure. I mean, I need to make money. I mean, the thieves can't pay me something, but I need to make my own way.
Mm. Do you have any other useful magical items? Or relatively useful?
Ooh, I do have a pair of boots that'll fit you.
I can use some boots actually.
So he goes like shuffles around in like the back of his warehouse bit, and he comes out. So these should be your size, and puts them on like his table thing, and he says, "These are boots of blinding speed. You can go really fast wearing them."
But they turn you blind.
Blind. While you're running.
He did say he's gonna level with me. Can I roll insight on this guy?
Yeah.
Technically not lied to you yet. He's told you.
I was
what
going to
they
say,
were.
technically, like.
He hasn't lied
He
yet.
might, I'll see if he's like being, economical with the truth. I got 14 overall.
Economical.
So he's not in everything, but he's genuine. That you make you go really fast.
There was some hilarious downside, like you can't stop or something, or you can't or you must be running while wearing them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to him, do these boots do anything other than make you go really fast?
I don't know. I've never put them on myself personally. I think the issue was, you see, the person who I got these off, or who I claimed them off, you see, he was running so fast, he kept running into walls.
There it is.
So
Blinding speed.
Oh my
he
word.
just kept running into walls, and so I think it was too fast for him. He couldn't react fast enough.
Oh god.
I see.
Awful.
How much for them?
So, for you, my friend, it needs to be a ripe 20 gold. Damn. Because we're friends, you see. I've shown you my other tat, and this is the good stuff, you see.
Okay, I'm gonna use my channel divinity, emissary of peace. So
Okay.
I'm gonna augment my presence with divine power, and as a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to the next persuasion check you make.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Krusk is gonna reach
Tier's
out
gonna get in some
with one-
deals.
Yeah. His
Are you
eyes.
seriously using the power of your god to get yourself a cheaper magical item that doesn't even do anything that good?
Oh, so good.
Good
Why
reach
not?
out.
Are you
Sweating in my eyes. Say to
That's not very paladin-like behaviour, is it?
my friends, can I trust you?
Of course, you can trust me.
I'm on a holy quest, and I need these boots. Can you do me a better price?
Roll persuasion then.
This is going to be pretty high. Okay, so 13 plus 3, 6. Sorry, 16 plus 5, 21.
I think I've given you a good price already, mate.
Oh!
20 golds. 20 golds a pretty good price for these boots.
Roll.
I can immediately the eyes are going to go back to his normal colour. He's going to withdraw his hand. And then,
Well, it's for the next 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. It's not the
It's the
next
next-
one, it's
wait,
all of them.
no, it says here the next one, isn't it?
As a bonus action, you grant yourself +5 bonus checks for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's better than I thought it was. He's from the Thievings Guild, isn't he? Okay, I'll just say to him, okay, I'll take the boots for 20 gold. And
Yeah, pay him 20 gold.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Are you gonna put them on in the shop?
I'll just put them in my.
You have to dangle them
I
off
put
to your back.
Okay, I'll put them on for now. And I won't attune them. Yeah.
So, as soon as you finish putting them on, you don't see anything. You are
Wow.
completely blind.
Just
I'm gonna kind of shy and say to him,
We were right.
"Do something out, perhaps, of the small print."
What small print?
I can't see.
Well, I mean that's not my fault. You bought the boots.
Even had.
Heavily take off the boots. I see my vision comes back.
Yep.
Alright.
I'll buy him off you for 5 gold.
I'm just gonna sling them over my back, and I'll say no needs. But I do have another question for you, and I'm gonna use my. I start glowing. Him standing in the distance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to him, I recently came from Teartown,
Mm-hmm.
and I came across something quite interesting there. There was a cult there. I'm gonna describe the symbol to him of the scales. I'll say to him, do you know anything about this? Has there been any activity around here or sightings?
I'm a shopkeeper. If you want information, go downstairs.
Okay, can I go downstairs?
Yeah, you can go downstairs.
Yeah, okay.
So, we'll head to Talari quickly next.
Okay.
Before we see what Guile and Thoradin are up to in the Thieves' Cult.
Oh, yeah, Talari and Nadia are going to the inn, weren't
Okay.
they?
Yeah, this should be nice and easy for you two.
Yeah.
So you go into the inn. It's a pretty nice, quite clean inn. To be fair, very much cleaner than the Broken Scabbard you're in before. There's plenty of people drinking. There's a few people cheersing the former capital priest of Tyr. So they're saying to the former capital priest, may he hunt forever in the domain of war, is quite a common cheer for them. Like to clink together.
Do they seem quite amiable towards the capital priest? Given what we've seen of their opinion of the people from Teartown.
It's more the fact that since he's dead, they kind of view death as to be able to hunt in forever it's like their afterlife. It's what they
right,
see.
is it we don't speak ill of the dead style of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're being amiable towards him more because he's dead than because they actually liked him when he was alive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
I assume Krusk. Hang on. I assume Krusk isn't gonna enjoy that chant.
Hey, they're not being insulting. Don't see why I'd have a problem.
Well, celebrating. I don't know if celebrating his dead capital priest might probably start him off.
Everything starts him off.
True. I'm glad you're here to sort him out.
Well, if I have to sit on him for the rest of the trip, this is going to get old very soon.
Indeed. There must be a better way of controlling him.
I could try knocking some sense into him, but I don't think it'd take.
No. Well, it was a long trip. I'm gonna get something to eat.
I'm going to bed already.
Well.
Sun's not even down.
Yes, well, there's not much we can do here until we set off tomorrow. I'm particularly keen on getting to Gone Village myself.
Well, you hear all sorts of interesting things sitting in the corner of an inn.
Well, I assume most of the time that doesn't interest me.
She just sort of shrugs.
Sorry?
She just sort of shrugs.
Oh, okay.
A fairly sort of good-humoured way, sure, alright. Kind of attitude. Is it fairly easy for us to attract the attention of the barkeep?
Yep. So just walking up to the bar, and she'll come over to you. How can I help you two, weary travellers?
Rooms for the night, I think. Your high priest recommended the place.
Ah, perfect. Very kind of him to do so. Just the rooms for the two of you, or are you sharing a room?
Separate rooms, please.
Certainly. That'll be 2 silver, please, each.
Okay. 2 silver. I'll be wanting something to eat as well.
Certainly, that'll come with compliments of the inn.
Fantastic.
So you and Nadia both get quite nice food.
Cool.
Yeah, but Nadia will say that we have other companions. I may be sharing a room with one of them, so that she will give them the 2 silver. That's presumably like the rate for the room.
Yes.
I figure.
So you want a bed with a room with 2 beds in it?
It seems to her it seems easier. Whether any of her companions agree when they arrive, that's completely another kettle of fish.
Of course. So, would you like a room with 1 bed for 2, or a room with 2 beds for 1?
Separate beds.
You want one of those 2 separate room for 2 with separate beds? Okay.
That's the one.
Okay. So she hands you a different key and then the original.
Just getting a drink.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do apart from just chill?
Yeah, I might have a word with Nadia.
Okay.
Say,
Yeah?
Yep, Nadia, you seem like a very tough woman. I mean,
Could say that, says Nadia, pulling like an amused face. Where are they having this conversation, by the way?
where?
Yeah, where?
Probably while we're eating, I suppose.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, in the bar room. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I just was curious
Okay.
as to whether you were like, this is a private conversation.
Well,
let's
I'm not.
talk
I
down.
wouldn't be like overly audible, but you know, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
But the setting is important.
Okay, cool.
So yes, do carry on. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, how do people react to you? I mean, me growing up, if women weren't able to do some of the things I've seen you do.
Well, she looks at you, and it's a look like she's obviously thinking. But there's a slight amount of thinking. Well, where I come from, it's not a big deal. My clan don't. It's not what you look like; it's what you can do. If you've got the strength to be a warrior, you're a warrior. If you've got the skill to be a mage or a healer, and she sort of waves her hand up to that. Then that's what you are. If you've got the skill to cook and mend, then that's what you do. It doesn't matter, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever.
Sounds wonderful.
Each to the best thing they can do. Why? Do you want to be a fighter? I could teach you.
No.
If she grins.
Not really one for fighting. I'm, as you know, I'm a nurse by trade. I'm a healer of sorts. Even when I gained my magical abilities, I put them towards healing more than anything else. But Tear Town did not treat me well. Maybe when this is all over, I might. Do you think your clan would accept another?
Matt, tell me, this isn't something I've actually thought of in my backstory. Can outsiders become part of the clan?
Certainly in the realm of possibility. You're not likely to turn away a volunteer or a person willing to help the clan.
Yeah. I don't see why not, although I think the lifestyle, the way we live is different. I don't come from a town or a city. We've been around a lot. It's called Oral's Tundra for a reason. We get her blessings for a good half of the year.
Trust me, it will be better than what I'm used to.
But someone as skilled as you are would definitely be considered good to have around. Another healer is always a good thing to have.
Oh.
I think my brother's trying to learn some healing magic, but he hasn't had any luck so far.
Yes,
Very true.
to be fair, I mean, I knew my medical knowledge prior to my magic, so that's probably what helped me.
Probably, yeah. No, his magic's just completely random.
Yeah. Did you say your thing travels around?
Yes, we travel. I would say like any sensible person does. But
I don't.
and she's going to sort of gesture to the tavern around her in a sort of, obviously all these people feel it's better to settle down kind of gesture.
I don't suppose, I never really got a chance to ask you, I don't suppose on your travels you ever came across a golden dragonborn?
She sort of leans back and says, "No, I think I'd have remembered if I had. That's a fairly unusual kind of person."
That's fair enough. It's worth
Are
asking.
you looking for her?
Yes, I am. That's the
Okay.
main reason for my travel. travelling.
No, I can't say I have. I haven't had many Dragonborn. I speak some Draconic. I haven't had many Dragonborn.
I speak some Draconic as well.
Oh, excellent! I can practice.
So we'll leave you two practicing your
Yeah.
speech,
Yeah.
and we'll head to Turygurtha in heading towards the church.
So, Matt, you know what Turi is looking for?
Yep.
And I'm assuming she finds it on the church.
So she doesn't find it on the church. So as you would have gone into the church, you would have found somebody wearing what you're looking for.
Okay, so I'll go over to them,
Mhm.
and I will speak the uncommon greeting.
And they speak it back. Welcome, my child. How may I be of service to you?
Hello, brother. I have a request.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I am on a mission gifted to me by, well, I believe, Tyr himself. There are some
fantastic.
things you must know.
Mm-hmm.
I am traveling with a band of companions, and we hold a great weapon of dark power.
Very
The one
interesting.
carrying it right now is a dwarf named Thoradin who just went into the oddity shop.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I think we are aiming to go to Gaunt Village to deal with the weapon, to try cleanse it or understand it of some sort. I think it will be very useful to us.
Oh my!
There's a
God.
traitor in the grave!
Oh my
Motherfucker.
God. Oh no!
Giving them all the information.
I'm afraid, child, that is not within the realm of my powers in the city.
Yes.
Of course, that is fine.
However, I can certainly spread the word to our faithful brethren.
No.
Just- The only thing they need to know very clearly is that I am on a mission for Tyr. That is why I have not come back. I did send them a letter, but I am not so sure how clear they need to know my urgency was. I have one other favor.
Of course.
I wish for you to find a half-orc and a half-elf woman of reasonable build.
Okay.
If you could make sure the half-orc is wearing a shield of Tyr and is heading towards the north, that would be most efficiently helpful in my plans.
He's playing us up.
Oh my
Wow.
God!
No!
Certainly, I will
Oh God!
ensure the good word is spread.
Thank you, brother.
Be well, my child, and may the light of Tyr guide you.
I must say one last thing.
Did we try to?
The,
Yeah, sorry.
the half-orc I am traveling with,
Mm-hmm.
he knows of us.
Oh my God!
Oh my god!
Oh my God!
Wow, you're so good.
This is
Oh,
outrageous. I can't believe it.
Never trust a drow, man. Never trust a drow. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you wear your dreadful stereotype.
Yep.
Oh.
With the accent.
Krusk is
Does-
dying. No!
Yeah, we really should have known.
Yeah, we should have
Yeah.
done.
He is,
Any
he is
chance
not
to
in danger right now, but he will seek us out where he sees our symbol. I recommend you hide it while I am in town.
No, I should have gone with you to the church. I was actually gonna
Is he amicable to our ways, or
He is a strong
he-
believer in Tyr, but
Dealt.
he has a twisted view of Tyr compared to us.
that is always the way.
But there is many other things I am unsure of at the moment. I need to know more of whatever god contacted me. I wish it to be Tyr with all my heart, but something is odd. It is not. It is not what I expected.
So what are you, or what part of this dream are you unsure about, child?
They called themselves the Darkness.
Yes, the darkness is who we pray to, truly. For Tyr himself is blind, and so he lives in darkness.
You believe this to be so? This makes sense.
Interpretation.
Well, I feel maybe that my mission is clearer. I also had another dream, but I will not bore you with it. I think I know what it means.
Certainly. May you go off into the light of Tyr. Be well, child.
Thank you for clearing my beliefs, brother. And she will leave.
Oh my days.
So
And she
Yes!
will go straight to the inn.
You
So-
dare speak the name of Tyr?
Oh my god.
So we'll head to Guile and Thoradin in the Thieves' Cult.
Wow.
Oh,
Heading down to the Thieves' Cult. Oh,
Yeah.
What did you obtain from the last holiday shop?
The take.
What was the take? I only got a crossbow with a couple of bolts here.
Sounds
Not
pretty
much.
valuable. I got this shitty amulet. A good combination of rings, and then this, and he brings out the ring of teleportation.
Whoa.
He tried to hawk this to me at a high price. Not sure what it does.
We must find someone who can actually understand that.
I was thinking more just try it and see what happens.
You really think that's a good way to do it, Guile?
I mean, not me.
Oh no, we need a guinea pig, of course.
Yeah, of course. I'm working on it.
Mm. Okay.
So who's our contact?
So you don't know his name, but you can go into the you can ask around to see to get the leader.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to whoever's in charge.
So eventually, Jack, the head of this cult, comes out and he says, "Pleasure to meet you," and he sticks out his right hand.
What's he up to? I don't take it.
What do you do? Do you just not take it, or do you do something else?
I need the visual aid for this. He
So he's got his
sends out
right
the
hand out.
And when the hand comes close, Guile will put it straight into his quiff. The old
oh.
too slow.
So you don't go to shake it at all with his right hand.
No, I don't. I don't want that to.
Do you go to shake his hand with something else?
I offer the left hand. Yeah, after.
And then he goes to your left.
Okay, all right. Ah, I see. Oh, you were trying to get me. Oh, you.
So,
Jack.
what was different in this handshake with what was with the guy in the shopkeeper? The shopkeeper never had the mark of mask on his hand. So he's just like, oh, it's almost like, oh, I'm a friend of the cult, so he let you in. But now with
You need to prove myself.
exactly, yeah. So you feel the normal sensation when you touch marks, and then he says, "Welcome. I haven't seen you before. How may I be of service?"
I thought a word might have got through to you from Jimmy. I'm on a holy quest for the mask himself. themselves. Itself.
Okay.
I was hoping that maybe I could stop off with you guys for supplies and safe lodging.
Certainly. I don't think Jimmy's had a chance to say anything because you probably haven't heard this, but the heat's been on pretty hard in Tear Town on the
I guessed.
and there's in
Some
the Tear
good people
Town.
made bad decisions.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Nice.
And a few guards died in the prison, and because of that, they're going after the thieves got pretty hard trying to find them. And there's been all the homeless were killed,
Shit.
and the priests who look after the homeless shelter were killed with them.
It's pretty
They-
extreme. It sounds like a cover. I think they might have caught wind of the quest.
Who knows? But it's pretty bad going there at the moment. I mean, heaven forbid they actually find us under the oddity shop.
Why would they ever look there, though? Is there a
True.
Thieves Guild High Council of sorts?
Well, there's the high priest and the capital priest of Tyr in Mascon, of course.
I think we need to get the message to them.
That you were sent on a mission.
On a
Uh-huh.
holy quest by Marcus himself.
Mhm.
He visited me in a dream. He gave me a brand, and he gave me a mission and a quest. And I need all the help I can get.
A
So-
mission and a quest.
What is this mission exactly? Because obviously I didn't hear this message. I don't know.
He was pretty vague,
hmm
but he mentioned a mission.
Mission.
I mean, you got to give me something more.
This
than
guy's
that.
involved.
Okay.
I wouldn't bring him
Yeah,
down
I've
here
heard of
otherwise.
this.
So there's more of you than just you and visited by Mask as well.
We're
Unfortunately.
unsure. I feel like it
Similar
may have
mission.
been masked in different forms.
Okay.
Under some sort of guise, perhaps. A lot of them are misguided in their faith and might need convincing otherwise, but I'm sure that we are united in this task.
How many zealots have we got in the party? Currently, I'm counting 3, and that's way more than I was expecting.
It's a theme of the campaign. I'm just rolling
Very,
with
very
it.
strong theme.
It's good.
Big theme.
The end boss is all of us fighting each other. That's what it
Could be.
I'm not that good. So, I mean, how many more of you are there? You all have different gods, I assume?
Six in total.
6 of you. And do you all need provisions, or is it just
Just
you?
let's keep it on the down low for now.
Yeah, just us two for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it
I mean,
quiet.
Thoradin, Mars visited you, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, exactly. See.
A form of mask, maybe.
He puts out his. Let's know that for sure. And puts out his left hand.
Okay. Okay.
Go.
Let me just explain it.
Go. Just
I'm not a part of the Thieves Guild, but I'm you could say a contractor.
He's a friend of the Thieves Guild. He's a reliable
Yeah,
contractor.
I've done work for you.
I
and-
believe that Mask chose to contract him in, pull him in as a consultant on this quest as well.
Yeah.
Okay. No offense to you, man, but I'm only going to deal with my own. No offense.
Okay, Thoradin, you got to go
But
outside.
even if we have this, and I show the sword.
You and Krusk is upstairs, like. Well, I mean, you would know he's coming down, but he's
I wasn't gonna let the let the sword drop.
Jimmy
You
told
could
me.
help. Yeah.
Jimmy told me you're trying to get the Gone Village, and he
Yeah.
gave the provisions for that already. So
Well, no, I'm just
not
saying
to
if-
help
if
anymore.
Oh, you know
could help.
Jimmy, man. You know Jimmy. He's pretty light, pretty frugal.
No, I'm not one to question another cult leader. I'm sorry, but I can help you out, Guile, for sure. But I'm not. No offense to you, man, but I'm not. That's not my deal.
That seems fair.
Not my deal.
Thoradin
Turning away help, but I mean, fine.
next time.
Hey, Jimmy contracted you. You speak to Jimmy.
Is Jimmy still alive?
Goddamn, Jimmy.
I haven't heard. All I know is that they've started to evacuate their town.
Imagine.
I haven't heard of Jimmy yet. We would know if he was dead.
Okay, so what aid can you give me now?
What do you need, within reason?
I lost my bag of ball bearings.
Okay.
I need ball bearings, I need throwing knives, I need a net and some rope.
We're not going to be throwing knives. I don't trust you. I haven't seen your skill, so I'm not going to give you that.
Can I
Sure, he has some throwing knives.
I want to try a demonstration of throwing knife skill. Is there something like obscure that I can throw it at, like a dartboard on the other side of the room or something? What's the room like?
This is either going to go really well or really badly.
Yeah.
I'm standing back.
So tell you what. Okay, fine.
You got a dagger, haven't you?
You beat me. We'll use the same dagger. You use two of the same daggers. You beat me in an accuracy, and I'll let you have these two throwing knives.
You're on. Nothing to lose.
He hands you one.
Okay.
Lets you throw first. So you're throwing on like a edge of a bookcase, basically. So
Edge of a bookcase.
So yeah. So you want to hit the edge of the bookcase.
Okay.
So like the spine. Of the
Sleight of hand?
It's a dex. It's like a dex attack.
Just dex.
I really hope none of these books are important.
Dex proficiency.
That is, I think 15. I'll verify just now. Yeah, 15.
He beats you.
Oh.
So you can imagine that you throw and it lands solidly in the bookshelf, but his hits meets like almost like Robin Hood style.
Mhm.
Like it goes in the bottom of the one you threw.
Yeah.
Like
can't argue with that. Guile goes and retrieves both the
but-
knives from the bookcase.
and he waits to accept them.
Ah, bastard! I give him back the knives in hopes of getting the rest of the gear I requested.
So yeah, so you'll get the other things you requested
Cool.
and send you back up with.
I'm happy, other than hoping that he delivers the message to the High Priest that I, Guile, am on quest.
Krusk, you would have come down just as Thoradin. Yeah, Krusk, you would have come down as Guile and Thoradin about to go back up.
Okay, I'll kind of nod to them and say hello. Just had some questions for your friends.
He's not going to be of much help.
You never know. So yeah, if they're going to carry on going up, I won't stop them. I'll just go over to whoever's in charge.
Okay.
So I'll say hello.
He puts out his right hand.
I shake it.
Says, I'm sorry, you're not one of us. Get out.
I say, wait. I have a question for you. It is of vital
Who is your god?
importance.
Who's your family?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say, look, I'm not one of you, but I am familiar with Jimmy from Teartown.
God, what's Jimmy doing now?
I would say, look, I just have one question for you. It's of great importance, and then I promise I'll leave. How about that?
You got one question, sure.
Thank you. Does my channel thing still running, by the way? Or is it off now?
You got one question.
Okay. Alright, I might as well use it for this question if it's still running. So I'll use my +5 for it. So I'm gonna say to him. So I'm gonna describe the symbol to him of like the evil Tyr cult, and I'm gonna say to him, this was in Teartown. Have you seen anything like it? It belonged to a death cult. Or have you heard of anything about them?
That's a hell of a question. I'll give you that. Yes, we know the death cult.
You know them? What?
I mean, of course we know. We're the people in the know. Of course. I mean, I don't know what you want out of me. We tend to keep to ourselves. And it seems like Jimmy stirred a right old hornet's nest up in Teartown, which might cause us all a bit of trouble.
My only
So-
objective. There we go.
I really recommend not messing with them because they can kill a lot of people quick.
I see. Where can I find them?
Well, you already know how to find them. Look for their symbol. That's about it.
Where would I look? I passed through Ilmater Town. I didn't see any of their symbols there.
Look for priests of Tyr that have that symbol.
Do you know of any priests in any nearby towns or anything like that?
You'll have, I don't honestly know who's at the church at the moment. Go there. Maybe there'll be one there. I don't know.
So these priests who are part of the death cult, do they travel between towns, setting up like branches of the cult, or?
If I knew what was going on, then I would know, and I would be part of them. But I'm not.
You'd be
I'm
part
I'm one of the thieves cult. I'm not one of this death.
Okay.
Again, you had one question. Now get out.
Krusk is gonna like hesitate, but then say, "Thank you for answering my question." He'll shake his hand on the way.
Very well.
And then I guess I'll head to the church.
Okay. So
No.
we'll quickly pop to Talari and Nadia before we deal with this church going on. So you're happily talking in Draconic.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we've been
Yeah,
texting.
we've been having a chat.
But essentially, yeah, we're talking about teaching some Draconic, and then sort of talking about her brother, things like that, and
We're having a heart to heart.
yeah, basically having a heart to
Aww.
heart.
Yeah.
Probably end up doing that until people join us, I guess. I don't really. I don't plan on. Talari doesn't plan on doing anything else.
So Guile and Thoradin would come in midway through.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I know what these two have done now.
Looking very pleased with himself. Walks up to the bar, orders drinks for all four.
Get the rounds.
I think Talari and Nadia will still be talking in Draconic.
Oh yeah.
That cost you a silver for the 4 beers.
We'll sit next to Nadia and Talari. Yeah.
Talari,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. And I guess make a inappropriate joke about dragon speak.
What? It says Nadia not in Draconic.
Just
Well,
trying,
actually, yeah, in Draconic because she's currently thinking in it.
just trying to break the ice. What you guys chatting about?
Oh, nothing much. Hang on. And she switches back to common. Nothing much.
That's great.
You guys secured us lodgings for the night?
For us, yes.
I didn't know when you guys were going to be back.
Inconsiderate.
I see how it is.
I'm sure you two are perfectly capable of finding somewhere to sleep.
Given that last night you vanished for basically the entire night.
Oh, we can.
That was a good one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a quiet one tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the point of procuring rooms for somebody you might not turn up?
Very true.
And she raises her eyebrows at the pair of you, like, I know you're having me on, kind of thing.
No spare beds going around there.
Oh god, I'm gonna go buy us a room.
I just use Mage Hand to flick him in the head.
So you go to
Just
the
a
bar.
question.
Do you just order a room?
Can I order a room with 2 sets of bunk beds for the boys?
Okay.
Do they
So there's
do
4 of us.
Mhm.
4 in a room?
Uh,
Oh my word.
A room for 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Turi's going to want to sleep with us, but
That'll be
I thought for the birds. Oh.
that'll be 3 gold, please.
Oh, of course there is a girl.
Yeah, it's alright. I was
It's worth
gonna
a
say,
try. It's worth a try.
Krusk will
Equal
be
Rights
happy to
Society.
bunk with you guys.
Yeah. Sorry, how much?
It'll be 3 gold, please.
God, that's robbery.
I'll pay.
that's a
Gonna spot me
that's
for
a
this.
massive increase in price.
They haven't mentioned anything about the high priest, so they haven't given them discount.
Ah, I
It slipped
see.
Gar's mind.
Oh, you just
Nadia-
slipped though.
Nadia will mention that she got a 2-bedroom for when Turi turns up. So that you guys have-
Right, you
Eventually.
spotting us for this one then, Thoradin?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, you paid 5 gold for me to have a really good night last night. So
That is a perfect
Oh, that was
No,
amazing.
I bet you did, and he jabs him in the ribs. So yeah, the bunk bedroom.
is there a toilet anywhere? My bathroom.
Yeah.
I just want to sneak off. Okay.
I don't think
Call a
any of
hole
our
in the ground.
characters have been to the
Okay,
loo
I'm
the
just,
entire
I'm
time
just gonna
before.
go like sneak outside.
None of your characters in the other campaign ever went to the toilet.
They didn't need to. Heroes.
Never officially.
45 days and never went to the toilet.
Damn. It's like Star Trek. You
Yeah.
never see the WC.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you paid
I-
3 gold for the room.
Yeah, I,
before.
I just want to investigate the sword. So you said there's jewels on it.
Yeah.
How easy would
God,
they
don't
be
have
to
cheap
take
it,
off?
man.
Oh my god. Yeah, mess with the cursed sword. That's
You
going
can't-
well.
Yeah, that's a really smart idea. You cannot
Right.
see me, but I'm rolling my eyes at you.
You certainly have to pry them off with a dagger of some kind.
This was like a bad idea.
They're inlaid into the
Ah,
scabbard.
just to make money.
God.
He doesn't have a dagger.
Go have
Yeah,
that.
you have to use like a sharp implement to dig them out.
I don't want to mess with it yet.
Is it
Okay.
a hilt made out of gold? Did you say?
Platinum.
Isn't it?
Platinum.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's inlaid platinum with a blue sapphire with a dragon inside.
Wouldn't it be like melted into the metal? And encased? Like, so, because the knife's not gonna.
This is
like
the
No, just
scabbard.
for like jewels.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
just
the
a scabbard?
scabbard, yeah.
Oh, it's just a scabbard.
The scabbard is jewel.
Yeah.
Right, fine. Fair enough. I thought you meant the hilt.
So
I'll touch the hilt of the sword and see what happens.
touching it, you get like a shiver up your spine,
Oh.
and like it's
Oh.
the sword is warm to the touch.
So it's warm to the
So you
touch,
would-
but
you would-
gives you a shiver.
A
Exactly.
pleasurable shiver.
Yeah, is it like
it's like a tingle, you know?
a little tingle?
Tingle up your spine.
Thoradin's gonna remember that.
Oh,
But yeah, it's warm to the touch. Like you would expect a platinum, like a metal, to be cold initially to the touch.
Yeah.
But the fact it's naturally warm is obviously strange.
Tempted to take it out.
So while you're deciding, we'll have a quick pop to Krusk just as he enters the church. As he's heading towards, you will see Talari leaving. Sorry, Terry. God damn it! Yeah.
We were doing it so well.
And, you see Terry leaving. Turygurtha
Krusk
leaving.
is blissfully unaware, so he'll just raise his arm and say, Turi,
Hello, Krusk.
I'm just coming here to talk to the. Did you see any priests of Tyr inside?
Yes, I was getting guidance.
Ah, excellent. Well, where are you headed to now?
Oh, I was just going to the tavern. The priest may not be available. He said he was going to rest. I was his last communication of the night.
He'll see me.
Okay, it's up to you. I'm not sure. But just out of curiosity, did you find anything good in the old shop?
I found some boots which blind me when I put them on.
That does not seem like a beneficial piece of equipment, Krusk.
But you never know, so I decided to take them with us. Perhaps they will aid us in our quest.
I am not sure they will. I know that Tyr is blind, but I do not think he meant literally for his followers.
I've decided to take them with us for now. You never know.
Okay, that is fair enough. Oh, Krusk, I have been meaning to talk to you. You see that I am very confused about Tyr at the moment.
Oh, Chris is going to sort of put on a serious face. What troubles you?
You see, my discussion, my visit from there, it was very odd. I mean, what? Can you explain more what yours was like? Did you see him? Did he come to you and talk to you in form?
I don't actually know, Matt. Did I see Tyr or did I just hear a voice?
Just a voice.
Okay, I'll say no. I just heard his voice speaking to me, but it was undoubtedly Tyr.
How do you know? How are you so strong in your belief?
He spoke to me words of justice and integrity, finding corruption, and I am a paladin of Tyr. Who else could it have been? No, I am the chosen of Tyr.
I was wondering as well. I remember back in Tyr Town, you looked for this death cult. What was that symbol again?
So I'll kind of grow somber and say, yes, the death cult. A twisted mockery of what Tyr stood for. I'll describe the symbol and I'll say I've been searching for them.
A dagger, you say, in the middle.
Yes.
I'm sure
Do you know of them?
on the way here, I'm sure I saw someone with that. They were walking to
Here?
the east gate.
I'm gonna grab. you snake! I'm gonna grab Turi and be like, "Are you certain? Here."
I am very confident. I'm sure. I'm sure it was a dagger. I'm very sure.
I'm gonna kind of look to the east gate. I'm gonna look up at the sky. I guess it's getting dark.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, Turi, tell the others where I've gone, but I must see this for myself. And
Okay. Just remember, it's dark out. I saw a dagger. Maybe I'm not so sure about the scales, but I'm sure I saw a dagger.
Okay, well, right. Krusk and turn. Are you certain it was the symbol of the cult?
Well, it's like a dagger, right? Like a dagger in the middle,
Yes.
and some kind of scales, right?
Yes, that's what you saw.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure I saw a dagger in the middle of something, and two other things on either side, possibly scales. I'm pretty sure.
Turi, thank you for this. I'm just gonna take off running towards the east gate.
Russ, do you want any company?
No, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. No, she's gonna head to the inn.
So how did you play that character, Haiss? It's just
This is super upsetting.
Turi will get to the inn safely. You can tell her that you got a bed for her from Nadia.
Oh, thank you, Nadia. That is very kind. Yes, that is very kind. That will be fine for tonight, I think.
So yeah, we'll leave it there, shall we?
Yeah. Good.
Krusk just running full pelt towards the gate.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
3, 2, 1.